Okay, so good morning. I am starting off my day with some makeup. I've already eaten breakfast, taken the dog for a walk, and then I also finished a couple books. Well, actually I finished a book this morning. I'm working on a couple books currently. And so I thought I would just hang out with you guys, do my makeup. I am planning on going book shopping today and talk to you guys about some books that I'm currently reading. I finished reading the Amityville Horror, which I realize has some controversial opinions on it. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was well paced. I didn't think it was like overly spooky or like super excessive. But that's having said that I have never watched the movies. I don't know, do they have shows on it? Knowing the backstory of the book, just watching like random videos on YouTube or just through random research that I've done here and there of the Amityville Horror House. It's supposed to be a nonfiction book, but I think it's pretty much understood now. It's not necessarily nonfiction, or a lot of it has been fabricated, made up, or all of it has been made up, so that's kind of up for discussion at this point. So I basically read it as a fiction book and never watched the books or watched the movies. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with that. So maybe if you're like a big fan of the movies, you don't like the book. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Final Girl Support Group, which I just started last night. I'm about a third of the way through. It's by Grady Hendrix, and I really like the Southern Book Club's Guide for Slaying Vampires. That was like one of my favorite books. So far, again, it's like a whatever book to me. Like, I don't really have any connection to the characters. Lynette's kind of boring to me. I'm at the point where right now they're hiding out at Marilyn's house. So they're trying to figure out like what's going on, who's trying to kill them kind of thing. But like I said, I do want to go to the thrift stores today, or maybe some Goodwills, just some used bookshops, and see if I could pick up some more books for the season, because this is like my favorite time of year. If you guys haven't watched my channel or any of my other videos, I love the Halloween season because it's the genres of books that I love the most, and I get to have a reason to just excessively read them. Go figure. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my makeup and then I will pop back in when I have another update for you guys. I don't know, when I'm doing something more entertaining than putting stuff on my face. Okay, so I just pulled up to the Goodwill. Makeup is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and head into the Goodwill now. This is the first time I've actually been to this location, and I tried to like look online at Google reviews and Yelp to see pictures inside, to see if people have taken pictures of the books, because some Goodwills have really good book selections, like a lot of books, and then others don't really have that many. So having said that, I don't know if this Goodwill is going to have that many books, but from online it looked like there were a decent selection. So let's head inside. Okay, heading into the Goodwill. It's such a pretty day out. The weather's been so nice here. It's like so fresh and crisp. I feel like every Goodwill I go to, I see a copy of Eat, Pray, Love. So I was technically looking for like horror or thriller books or things that I could read during this time of year. But then I found a book completely off base from that, which is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. This is the Marie Kondo book, and I realize I'm super late on it, but I have been trying to practice some quote-unquote minimalism. I don't even know if that's what this book is about, but just basically like trying to get rid of stuff and declutter my life a bit. So I thought if I'm gonna buy this book, I might as well pick it up at Goodwill for $1.99. So we'll see if this speaks to me. Again, I've never watched the show or anything like that. I've just seen it like when it had its moment on YouTube and social media. So hi, my name is Morgan. I'm always late to trends and I never watch current shows or anything like that. So I'm gonna be reading The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. If you guys could kind of see from the footage of this Goodwill, they did have some books. It wasn't like the biggest selection I've ever seen, but it wasn't terrible. I will say this though, I am most likely going to have to put some music over the clips or voice over them because they always have like top 100 playing in the Goodwills, so I can never use the audio from the footage that I take. So that's a bit unfortunate, but I'm sure when I'm editing, I will find a way around that. So anyways, I'm headed to another Goodwill that I saw online that again, the pictures look like they might have some books. So let's go ahead and head over there and then I will check in with you guys. Okay, I'm at the second Goodwill now. Fingers crossed we have better luck, but we'll see. I think I go in this way. Ooh, is this an entrance? I think it is. Okay, I did a bit better at that Goodwill. They had a bit more of a selection, so I got some books. Wait till my car stopped beeping. I got some more books, so I think I'm pretty much good on books for the time being. I am going to have to work on this for a while. So now I'm actually going to go to the grocery store and then head home. But I'm going to show you guys the books that I picked up when I get back, because I think it'll just be easier if I show you what I got at home. But I got some, I hope they're good books. There was one that's on my TBR. There was another one that one of you guys kind of recommended to me. And then there were a couple others that I just found that I was just like, ooh, what is this? So, okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm back at my house and I'm gonna show you guys the books that I picked up. Hopefully you can't hear the washing machine. I decided to do laundry right before I filmed. Bless you. As you guys could see, the first Goodwill had the least amount of selection, but it wasn't bad, and I picked up The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I kind of explained this a little bit in the car, so I won't get too much into this, but I picked this up. This was $1.99. Then the second Goodwill, I had better luck because they had a lot more books available there, and I picked up some books that I'm really excited about, and other books I'm just kind of like taking a shot in the dark and seeing what I got. So I kind of showed you guys this book in the B-roll, but I got this book, which is called Horoscope by Nicholas Adams. I did look up Goodreads, or this on Goodreads, and it didn't have that many reviews, but it's a book from the 90s, and it just like, look how rad this cover is. I just think it's so cool, and it's kind of perfect for this time of year. He waited silent in the shadow of a large elm. His eyes were fastened on a pool of light down the road. He twisted the woolen scarf nervously around and around in his palms. Soon she would come. It was written in the stars. Finally, Jenny Warren left the protective light of the street lamp behind. She walked fast, her shoes tapping on the sidewalk. In the shadow of the night, the watcher smiled. His hands tightened their grip on the scarf. "You should have paid attention, Jenny," he whispered to himself. "Didn't you read your horoscope today?" Get a horoscope? I don't know. I thought it was really cool, so we'll see how this one goes. So the next book that I picked up is actually, I guess this is a horror. I think that's what the genre of this would be. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Now, I showed you guys Dracul in my recommendations for this time of year / my TBR, and one of you guys mentioned that I shouldn't read Dracul before I read Dracula, even though it's supposed to be like a prequel to this book. It follows like a young Bram Stoker. So I guess I should read this book first. Either way, I picked it up so I'd have it on hand because I don't have this book. And we shall see how it goes. It's a lot thicker than I thought it was gonna be, but I guess I'll read this book first. The next book that I picked up is actually on my TBR, and I've seen this everywhere, and it is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. You'd kill to be on it. I'm pretty sure this is a thriller, and I honestly, I don't remember what possessed me to put it on my TBR. I think it was just like a really popular thriller, that's why I put it on there. But it says, it's the wedding of the year, but someone won't survive it. Ooh, so this might be a little change up, a good change of pace for me from all the horror reading I'm doing lately. This was $2.99, the most expensive book that I picked up, and it must be because it's hardback. Sometimes some Goodwills sort by that. Other times they just slap stickers on them, and then either way, very, very affordable. So we shall see. It's in really good condition, so it's like a brand new book basically. Finally, we have The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. So I didn't know what this was. The cover just honestly caught my attention, and The Bloody Chamber, I was like, okay, well that's gotta be horror related, right? So evidently this is like fairy tales. Carter spins subversively dark and sensual versions of the familiar fairy tales and legends like Little Red Riding Hood, Bluebeard, Puss in Boots, and Beauty and the Beast, giving them exhilarating new life in a style steeped in the romantic trappings of the Gothic tradition. It's a short little read, so I will hopefully get around to reading this. So anyways, guys, those are the books that I picked up. I hope you guys enjoy kind of coming along with me for the day, doing some book shopping. I haven't done this in a while, and I was jonesing to pick up some books for this time of year since it is my favorite style of books, and I'm excited about what I found. I definitely encourage you guys to check out your local used bookshops, Goodwills, anywhere you can thrift books, because you find some really great books. A lot of times I find books that are on my TBR or I have been looking for them, and you don't pay for them as much, and you're kind of like recycling in a sense. As always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!